This is the Gamecock Corner, brought to you by Randy Jones and Associates, your hot spot for everything you need to know about Jacksonville State football. Time to get the scoop on this week's matchup with your host, Shane Wilson, and the legendary voice of the Gamecocks, Mike Parris.
Welcome in to another episode of the Gamecock Corner. But I tell you what, every football team seeks their identity, and typically around midseason, you tend to get it. You figure out what it is. For the Jacksonville State Gamecocks this year, Mike, would you agree with me that their identity is stop everyone's heart?
Cardiac kids. I swear, I'm too old for this stuff. I wish we would win one or two or three or whatever, taking control early and just jumping on them, stepping on them, and having an easy time. But that is not the MO of this football team, I guess.
No, absolutely. And Mike Parris joins us. Mike, good morning. Welcome into the Gamecock Corner. And wow, again, another one of those cardiac moments that the Gamecocks just keep giving us this season. But hey, in this case, it's a win. We'll take it. And what's your takeaways from that game?
Well, offensively, we struggled, obviously, especially the first half with your brother's second half. But I have to temper my thoughts on that. We've got injuries on the offensive line, and this is the first time in forever we've had injuries like this. We started our fifth different left offensive tackle last week. We lose our center on the very first play of the game, so we have to do some rearranging, and we've got no depth as it is, really. So we ended up playing with a guy who was a walk-on at left tackle most of the night in that game last week, as it turned out, because we had to shift our left tackle back to right guard because our right guard had to go to center. So we're laying musical chairs, as you say. But we figured some things out, I think, during the course of the game, and especially at halftime, and played much better offensively the second half. And Cam Cook, again, with a huge run. They had really throttled him for the better part of the night, but our game, what turned out to be the game-winning touchdown drive, he had a 42-yard run. It was a 65-yard drive. He had a 42-yard run that put us in business, and we punched it in and scored and made it stand up. So thankfully, 3 straight wins and still tied, unbeaten in the league in Conference USA, and tied for first place with Kennesaw State now.
Yes, indeed. Now, on to UTEP. Now, to the average fan, they're going to see 2-6, and they're probably going to take these guys very lightly. Tell us why we should not take UTEP lightly.
Well, the scores, if you go back and look at the games, the scores don't tell you the whole story. Last week, they had Kennesaw, played them well for really probably 3+ quarters, and then had a couple of mistakes that came back to bite them. Ends up being a 2-score game when it's all said and done, but it was a much closer game than that. And they just haven't been able to make a play, I think, when they've needed one. I think they've lost 5 of 6, but they haven't. They've been in every game. Louisiana Tech had 2 pick sixes in the fourth quarter in that game and turned it completely around. And you look at that score and you think, boy, they got blown out in this one, but that changed the complexion of that game completely. So huge offensive line. I think the smallest guy up front's the center at 305. Everybody else is 318 to 330. They'll be big up front. They got a couple of strong running backs. And then defensively, they've played very well. They've been excellent. In fact, top 5 in the country, third down conversions by opponents. So this, will be the first time that we've played ever in the Sun Bowl Stadium. So it's going to be an interesting trip and a long trip. So just got to take care of business, find a way again to get something going and pull out a victory. 3
more games after this. You're still right up at the top of Conference USA there. Who's left that you think might give you a game?
Well, we get this. We're to UTEP this week, and then Kennesaw. ESPN has picked it up, one of their platforms, and so they'll televise the Kennesaw game.
Oh, yeah, that's a primetime game too, right?
Yeah, it changed from what was a 1:00 kick, now it's a 7:00 kick on November the 15th. So we're tied with them. Western Kentucky's right there. We're 4-0. Kennesaw's 4-0, and I think they're already 5-1 is what Western Kentucky is, and that's our last game of the regular season. They come to us with the possibility of that one being picked up by network television as well. So if we were to keep winning and Western Kentucky keeps winning, I think we got a pretty good shot at that one ended up somewhere being picked up by network television. So, we've in between all that, we have another road trip along with down to Miami to play FIU. So we just, it's cliche-ish, but again, right now, one at a time is all we can think about at this point.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you again 1:00 Saturday afternoon again for the rest of the season. Back to Saturday games.
Yes,
which is the way nature intended for college football to be played.
You are correct.
Yeah. And 2 o'clock kickoff. So, Mike, we will hear you again this weekend, and then we'll be talking about it in the Gamecock Corner come Wednesday. And I hope the trip to El Paso goes better for you than it did for Marty Robbins years ago, because that didn't end too well.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Tell the players and tell the coaches to stay out of Rosa's Cantina. You'll be fine.
I promise you I won't be there.
All right. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, Shane.
Gamecock Corner is brought to you each week by Randy Jones and Associates.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.